Thank you for tuning in to Heartbreak at Home, and this week you chose Taming of the Shrew. If you want to influence the next show we screen, then keep an eye out for the poll. And of course, if you can afford to support, please go to our GoFundMe page. The links are below and above. Stay safe, grab a picnic, and enjoy the show.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to this year's annual Festival of Misrule. Have you all been enjoying yourself so far? Yeah! Have you all been enjoying yourself so far? Yeah! I'm glad to hear it. Whether you've been playing with Gregory's stilts, come and say hello, Gregory.
Oh, hello, Gregory.
Never mind. Or whether you've been playing hoopla with Molly. Where's Molly? Say hello, Molly.
I'll be there in a minute. I'm just feeding the pony.
Molly works in the stables. She looks after the horses. Or whether you've had your picture taken with Ava and all the beautiful clothes that she's pilfered from the manor house.
Oh, not pilfered, just borrowed.
But first things first, the Festival of Misrule. What is it, I hear you ask? Well, good question. Without wishing to sound patronising, that means talk down to someone, here is a brief explanation. Once a year, every year, the noble Bracegirdle family that we have the bounteous honour of working for the year round take it upon themselves to be servants for the day, and we, motley crew, get to run amok. This year, our Lord of Misrule is Lane the footman, but I don't know if I've seen Lane. Has anyone seen Lane? Lane the footman. He's got a hat on. He's kind of cracked. Oh. It's me. Seems like the power's gone to his head already. That or his liver. Well, anyway, I'm a bit concerned about what Lane's got in store for us this evening. I have no idea what he's got planned. I mean, it can't be much worse than what we've had in previous years. Last year, Ava's fashion show ruined Lady Bracegirdle's dress, Molly's dignity, and Gregory's thighs. The year before last, Gregory's horticultural show was going okay, till he showed us all his massive cucumber. The pigs still haven't recovered. And, well, Molly, our horse-loving stable girl...
Look, can we just not talk about Maya?
It's a touchy subject. But anyway, to avoid a repeat of previous year's debauchery, and seems as Lane is a little worse for wear, I thought I might take charge of proceedings and add a little culture to proceedings. I found this copy of the complete works of Shakespeare in the library this morning, and I thought we might put on a Shakespeare play to keep things under control and pass the time. I thought we might do Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, no, that's boring. Everyone talks about love and then they die. I want a happy ending.
I beg your pardon?
How about A Midsummer Night's Dream?
Oh no, you just want to show everybody your bottom again.
I'll have you know my bottom received very good reviews.
No, we're not doing Midsummers.
Fine. Twelfth Night?
Oh, predictable.
Cymbeline?
No one cares.
Heracles?
Pretentious.
King John?
Who?
The Tempest?
Oh, so last year.
Troilus and Cressida?
He's in tight.
Othello?
We can't do Othello. Othello has to be bold. None of us are bold.
I'll bold up.
No! Julius Caesar?
Oh, not enough girls' parts. What about Merry Wives of Windsor?
Too many girls' parts. Coriolanus?
I've got a cream for that. Right, look, I'm the Lord of Misrule, and as much as I'm enjoying watching you embarrass yourself, we are doing that one.
The Taming of the Shrew?
Yeah, sounds fun.
You'll like that one, Gregory. It's got an animal in it. No one dies.
No.
Girls have got great parts, and it's funny. What say you? What say you, Lord of Misrule? Do you approve?
Yeah, let's have some fun.
Right. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we proudly present the Taming of the Shrew.
Since for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, the nursery of the arts, I am arrived for fruitful Lombardy, the pleasant garden of great Italy, and by my father's leave and love am armed with his goodwill and thy good company. My trusty servant, well approved in all, here let us breathe, and happily institute a course of learning and ingenious studies. Pisa, renowned for its grave citizens, gave me my being, and my father, first a merchant of great traffic throughout the world, Vincentio, came of the Bentivoli, Vincentio's son, brought up in Florence, it shall become to serve all hopes conceived, to deck his fortune with his virtuous deeds. And therefore, Tranio, for the time I study virtue, and that part of philosophy by virtue, by happiness specially to be achieved, tell me thy mind, for I am Pisa left, a man to Padua come, as he that leaves a shallow plash to plunge him in the deep, and with satiety seeks to quench his thirst.
Me pedinato, gentle master mine. I'm in all affected as yourself, glad that you thus continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, good master, while we do admire this virtue and this moral discipline, let's be no stoics nor no stocks, I pray. Bolt logic with acquaintance that you have, and practice rhetoric in your common talk. Music and poesy used to quicken you. The mathematics and the metaphysics, fall to them as you find your stomach serves you. No profit grows where no pleasure is taken. In brief, sir, study what you most affect.
Oh, grand mercies, Tranio. Well, thou dost advise. If my page would shortly come ashore, we could put us in readiness, and fit ourselves with lodgings fit to entertain such friends as time in Padua may beget. Oh, stay a while. What company's this?
Master, some show to welcome us to town.
Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused.
Signor Baptista, will you be so strange? Sorry am I that my goodwill affects Bianca's grief.
Gremio, importune me no further, for how I firmly am resolved, you know, that is not to bestow my youngest daughter before I have a husband for the elder. If any of you here love Caterina, because I know you well and love you well, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure. You, sir, how say you to my daughter? Is that a maybe? Maybe. That's a maybe. And what's your name, sir?
Somebody else.
Somebody else. Oh, that's a terrible name. You, sir. How about my daughter? Yes. And what's your name, sir? Far too English. You, sir, over there. What say you to my daughter? Is she game? How old are you, sir? Still remember. Unfortunately, I want grandchildren. Now, but as I know my Bianca takes most delight in music, instruments, and poetry, schoolmasters will I keep within my house, fit to instruct her youth. If you know of any such, prefer them hither. For 2 cunning men will I be very kind and liberal to mine own children in good bringing up. And so, farewell. Caterina, you may stay, for I have more to commune with Bianca. Gremio, that I may soon make good what I have said. Bianca, get you in. Let her not displease thee, good Bianca, for I will love thee nevertheless, my girl.
Oh, a pretty Pete! 'Tis best she put finger in the eye, and she knew why.
Sister, content you in my discontent. sir, to your pleasure humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to look and practise by myself.
Why, I trust I may go too, may I not? What? Should I be appointed hours as though belike I knew not what to court and when to leave? Ha!
To cart her rather, she's too rough for me.
Oh, I pray, sir. Is it your will to make a sale of me amongst all these mates?
Mates, maid. How mean you that? No mates for you, unless you were of gentler, milder mould.
Oh, i' faith, sir, you never need to fear. My wizard is not halfway to her heart. But if it were, doubt not her care should be to climb your noddle with a three-legged stool, paint your face and use you like a fool.
Oh, such devils! Good Lord, deliver us! Why would he mew her up, Signor Baptista, for this fiend of hell, and make her bear the penance of her tongue? You may go to the devil's dam! Your gifts are too good! Here's none will hold you. Ah, Hortensio. You've heard all.
Indeed.
The love is not so great, Hortensio, but we may blow our nails together and fast it fairly out. Our cakes dough on both sides. Farewell. Yet, for the love I bear my sweet Bianca, if I can by any means light upon a fit man to teach her that wherein she delights, I will wish him to her father.
So will I, Signor Gremio. But a word, I pray. Though the nature of our quarrel yet never brooked parley, know now upon advice it toucheth us both, that we may yet again have access to our fair mistress, and be happy rivals in Bianca's love. To labour and effect one thing specially.
What's that, I pray?
Marry, sir, to get a husband for a sister.
A husband, a devil!
I say a husband!
I say a devil! Thinkest thou, Hortensio, though her father be very rich, that any man is so very a fool to be married to hell?
Tush, Gremio! Though it pass your pages and mine to endure her loud alarums, why, man, there be good fellows in the world, and a man could light on them, would take her with all faults, and money enough.
I cannot tell. I'd as lief take her dowry with this condition, to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
Faith, as you say, there's small choice in rotten apples. But come, since his bar-in-law makes his friends, it shall be so far forth friendly maintained, till by helping Baptista's eldest daughter to a husband, we set his youngest free for a husband, and then we have to it afresh. Sweet Bianca, happy man be his dole, he that runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Senor Gremio?
I'm agreed, and would I had given him the best horse in Padua to begin his wooing that would thoroughly woo her, wed her, and bed her, and rid the house of her. Come on.
I pray, tell me, is it possible that love should of a sudden take such hold?
Oh, Tranio. Till I found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. But while idly I stood looking on, I found the effect of love in idleness. And now do confess to thee that art as secret to me and as dear to Anna as the Queen of Carthage was. Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish, Tranio, if I achieve not that young modest maid. Counsel me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
Master, it is no time to charge you now. Affection is not rated from the heart. If love has touched you, naught remains but so. Redeem may take Captain Quoncaeas minimo.
Oh, grand mercies, lad. Go forward, this contents, the rest will comfort, for thou counsels sound.
Master, you look so longly on the maid. Perhaps you don't mark what's the piff of all.
I saw sweet beauty in her face, such as the daughter of Agenor had, that made great Jove to humble at her hand, and with his knees did kiss the Cretan stand.
Saw you no more? Marked you how the sister began to scold and raise up such a storm that mortal ears might hardly endure the din?
I saw her coral lips to move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet was all I saw in her.
Nay then, 'tis time to stir him from his trance. I pray, awake, sir. If you love the maid, bend thoughts and wits to achieve her. Thus it stands, her elder sister is so cursed and shrewd, Master, till your father, Master, your love must live a maid at home, and therefore as he closely mewed her up, because she will not be annoyed with suitors.
Oh, Tranio, what a cruel father's he! But art thou not advised he took some care to get her cunning schoolmasters to instruct her?
Aye, marry am I, sir, and now 'tis plotted.
I have it, Tranio!
Master, for my hand both our inventions meet and jump in one.
But tell me thine first.
You will be schoolmaster and undertake the teaching of the maids. That's your device.
It is. May it be done.
Not possible. For who shall bear your part and be in Padua here, Vincentio's son? Keep his house, ply his book, welcome his friends, visit his countrymen and banquet them.
Basta! Content thee for... I have it full. We have not yet been seen in any house, nor can we be distinguished by our faces for man or master. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be master in my stead, and keep house and port and servants, as I should. And I will some other be, some Florentine or Neapolitan, or meaner man of Pisa. 'Tis hatched, and shall be so.
Master, sith it your pleasure is, and I am tied to be obedient, for so your father charged me at our parting, be serviceable to our son, quoth he, although I think 'twas in another sense. I am content to be Lucentio, because so well I love Lucentio.
Be so, because Lucentio loves, and let me be a slave to achieve that maid whose sudden sight hath thralled my wounded eye. Tranio, let's go. One more thing rest, that thyself must execute, to make one among the wooers. If thou askest me why, suffices my reasons are both good and weighty.
Like the wallpaper sticks to the wall,
Like the seashore clings to the sea.
like you'll never get rid of your shadow,
You won't never get rid of me.
that all the others
Fight and fuss.
whatever
Whatever happens,
we've got us.
me
Closer than pages, the stick in a
and
book,
my
closer than river, a play in a brook.
shadow.
Wherever you'll find him, you'll find me, just look.
Avenue.
Closer than a miser or the bloodhounds to Liza me.
We're closer than
Verona, for a while I take my leave, to see my friends in Padua, but of all, my best beloved and approved friend, Hortensio. And I trow this is his house. Here, Sir Agrumio, knock, I say.
Knock, sir. How should I knock? Is there manners that be to worship?
Villain! Villain! I say knock me here soundly.
Knock you here, sir. Why, sir, what am I, sir, that I should knock you here, sir?
Villain! I say, knock me at this gate, and rap me well, or I'll knock your knave's pate.
My master is grand cause. I should knock you first, and then I know after who comes by the worst.
Will it not be? Faith, sirrah, and you'll not knock. I'll ring it. I'll see how you can so far.
Help! Help! Masters! My master is mad!
Oh, no! I beg you, sirrah, villain!
How now? What's the matter? My old friend Grumio. And my good friend Petruchio! How do you all at Verona?
Signor Hortensio, coming to part the fray, con tutto il cuore ben trovato, may I say?
Alla nostra casa benvenuto molto onorato, signor mio Petruchio! Oh, rise, Grumio, rise! We'll compound this quarrel.
Nay, 'tis no matter, sir, what he ledges in Welsh. If this be not a lawful case to leave his service, look you, sir, hey, bid me knock him and rap him soundly, sir. Well, was it fit for a servant to use his master's house, being perhaps, for aught I say, 2 and 30 a pip out? I would to God I'd well knocked at first, and had not. Grumio come with the worst.
A senseless villain. Good Hortensio, I bade the rascal knock upon your gate, and could not get him from my heart to do it.
Knock at the gate.
Oh,
Oh, heavens! you not these words plain? Sirrah, knock me here, rap me here, knock me well and knock me soundly, and come you now with knocking at the gate!
Sirrah, be gone, or talk not, I advise you.
Grumio! I am Grumio's pledge! Why this heavy chance twixt him and you? Your ancient, trusty, pleasant servant Grumio! Now tell me, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua here from old Verona?
Such wind as scatters young men through the world to seek their fortunes farther than at home where small experience grows. But in a few, Signor Hortensio, thus it stands with me. Antonio, my father, is deceased. And I have thrust myself into this maze, happily to wive and thrive as best I may. Crowns in my purse I have, and goods at home, and so am come abroad to see the world.
Shall I come roundly to thee then, and offer thee to a shrewd, ill-favoured wife? Thou hast thanked me but a little for my counsel, and yet I shall promise she shall be rich and very rich. Yet thou art too much my friend, and I will not wish thee to her.
Signor Hortensio, twixt such friends as we, few words suffice. And therefore, if you know one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, as wealth is burden of my wooing dance, be she as foul as was Florentius' love, as old as Sybil, and as cursed and shrewd as Socrates' Xanthippe, or worse, she moves me not, or not at least removes affection's edge in me, were she as rough as are the swelling Adriatic seas. I come to wive it wealthily in Padua. If wealthily, then happily in Padua.
Nay, look you, sir, he tells you flatly what his mind is. Why, give him gold enough and marry him to a puppet, or an aglet baby, or an old trot with made a tooth in her head, though she have as many diseases as 250 horses. Why, nothing comes of me sow, money comes with all.
Petruchio, since we are stopped this far in, I will continue that I broached in jest. I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife, with wealth enough, and young, and beauteous, as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, and that is faults enough, is that she's intolerable cursed, and shrewd and froward, so beyond all measure, that were my state far worse than it is, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Oh, Hortensio, peace. Thou knowst not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, and 'tis enough, for I will board her, though she chide as loud as thunder when the clouds in autumn crack.
Her father's name's Baptista Minola, an affable and courteous gentleman. Her name is Caterina Minola, renowned in Padua for her scolding tongue.
I know her father, though I know not her, and he knew my deceased father well. I will not sleep, Hortensio, till I see her, and therefore let me be thus bold with you to give you over at this first encounter, unless you will accompany me thither.
Oh, pray you, sir, let him go while the humour lasts. And my word, and she knew him as well as I do, she can scold him and do little good upon him. She may perhaps call him after-school knaves or say, why, that's nothing. And he begin once, he'll rail in his rope tricks. I said, you what, sir? And she stand him but a little, he'll throw a figure in her face and so disfigure with it, that she'll have no more eyes to say withal than a cat. You know him not, sir?
But tarry, Petruchio! I must go with thee. For in Baptista's keep my treasure is. He hath the jewel of my life in holds, his younger daughter, beautiful Bianca. And with her holds for me, and others more, suitors to her and rivals in my love. Supposing it a thing impossible for those defects that I've before rehearsed, that ever Caterina will be wooed. Therefore, this order hath Baptista taken, that none shall have access until Bianca, till Caterina the cursed hath got a husband.
Caterina the Cursed! A title for a maid of all titles, the worst.
Shall my friend Petruchio do me grace, and offer me disguised in sober robes to old Baptista as a schoolmaster, well seen in music to instruct our mistress, that so I may, by this device at least, have leave and leisure to make love to her, an unsuspected courter by herself. Peace! Petruchio, it is the rivals of my love. Stand by a while. Here they come.
Well, I've perused the notes. I'll have them very fairly bound. All books of love, see that at any rate. Oh, and see you read no other lectures to her, you understand me? Over and beside, Signor Baptista's liberality, I'll mend it with a large S. Well, take a paper, too, and let me have them very well perfumed, for she is sweeter than perfume itself to whom they go to. What will you read to her?
Whate'er I read to her, I'll plead for you as for my patron. Stand you so assured as firmly as you yourself were still in place. Yea, and perhaps with more successful words. Unless you were a scholar, sir.
Oh, this learning, what a thing it is.
Oh, this woodcock, what an ass it is.
God save you, Senor Gremio.
And you are well met, Signor Hortensio. Show you whither I'm going. To Baptista Minola. I promised to inquire carefully about a schoolmaster for the fair Bianca, and by good fortune I have lighted well on this young man. For learning and behaviour fit for her turn, well read in poetry and other books. Good ones, I warrant you.
'Tis well, and I hath met a gentleman, hath promised me to help me to another, a fine musician to instruct our mistress. So, shall I no whit be behind in duty to fair Bianca, so beloved of me?
Beloved of me, and that my deeds shall prove.
Gremio, 'tis no time to vent our love. Listen to me, and if you speak me fair, I'll tell you news indifferent good for either. Here is a gentleman whom by chance I met, upon agreement from us to his liking, will undertake to woo cursed Caterina, yea, and to marry her, if her dowry please.
So said, so done is well. Hortensio, have you told him all her thoughts?
I know she's an irksome, brawling scold. If that be all, masters, I hear no harm.
No, sayest me so, friend. What countryman?
Born in Verona, old Antonio's son. My father dead, Sorry.
Oh, I didn't...
My father dead, my fortune lives for me. And I do hope good days and long to see.
Oh, sir, such a life with such a wife were strange, but if you have a stomach, to it in God's name, you shall have me assisting you in all. But, will you woo this wildcat?
Why came I hither but to that intent? Think you a little din can daunt mine ears? Have I not in my time heard lions roar? Have I not heard the seas, puffed up with winds, rage like an angry boar chafed with sweat? Have I not heard great ordnance in the field, and heaven's artillery thunder in the skies? Have I not in a pitched battle heard loud larums, neighing steeds, and trumpets clang? And do you tell me of a woman's tongue that gives not half so great a blow to hear as will a chestnut in a farmer's fire? Tush, tush. Fear boys with bugs.
Ah, Hortensio, this gentleman is happily arrived, my mind presumes, for his own good and ours.
I promise we be contributors, and bear the charge of his wooing whatsoever.
And so we will, provided that he win, huh?
Gentlemen, God save you! If I may be so bold, tell me, I beseech you, which is the readiest way to the house of Signor Baptista Minola? He that has the fair daughter?
Hark you, sir, you mean not her too?
Perhaps him and her, sir. What have you to do?
Not her that chides, sir, at any hand I pray.
I love no chiders, sir, so I'll away. Well begun, Tranio.
Sir, a word ere you go. Are you a suitor to the maid you talk of, yea or no?
And if I be so, sir, is it any offence?
No. If without more words you get your heads.
Why, sir, I pray, are not the streets free for me as for you?
But so is not she.
For what reason, I beseech you?
For this reason, if you'll know, that she's the choice love of Signor Gremio.
That he's the chosen of Senor Hortensio.
Softly, my masters. If you be gentlemen, do me this right. Hear me with patience. Baptista is a noble gentleman, to whom my own father is not all unknown, and were his daughter fairer than she is, she may more suitors have than me for one. Fair Leader's daughter had 1,000 wooers, then well one more may fair Bianca have, and so she shall. Lucentio shall make one, though Paris came in hopes of speed alone.
What? This gentleman will out-talk us all.
I'll give him heed, sir. I know he'll prove a jade.
Hortensio, to what end are all these words?
Sir, let me be so bold as to ask you, Did you ever yet see Baptista's daughter?
No, sir. But here I do that he have two. One is famous for a scolding tongue, as is the other for beauteous modesty.
Sir, the first for me, let her go by.
Hey, leave that labour to great Hercules.
Sir, understand you this of me in sooth. The youngest daughter whom you hearken for, her father keeps from all access of suitors, and will not promise her to any man until the elder sister first be wed. The youngest then is free, and not before.
If it be so, sir, that you are the man must steed us all, and me among the rest, and if you break the ice and do this feat, achieve the elder, set the younger free for our access, whose hap shall be to have her will not so graceless be to be ingrate.
Sir, you say well, and well you do conceive. And since you profess to be a suitor, you must, as we do, gratify this gentleman, to whom we all rest generally beholding.
Sir, I shall not be slack. In sign whereof, please, you may contrive this afternoon and quaff carouses to our mistress's health, and do as adversaries do in law. Strive mightily, but eat and drink as friends.
The motion's good indeed, and be it so. Petruchio, I shall be your Benvenuto.
My Eveline, my Eveline, say you'll be mine, say you'll be mine. Whisper to me, honey, all the time, way down yonder in the old cornfield for you I'll pine, sweeter than the honey to the honey bee. I love you, say you love me. Meet me in the shade of the old apple tree. Ivor over Eveline. My Eveline, say you'll be mine. Whisper to me, honey, all the time. Way down yonder in the old cornfield for you I'll pine. Sweeter than the honey to the honey bee. I love you, say you love me. Meet me in the shade of the old apple tree. Ivor over Eveline.
No wrong me, no wrong yourself! To make a bondmaid and a slave of me, that I disdain. But for these other gauds, unbind my hands. I'll pull them off myself. Yea, all my raiment to my petticoat. But what you will command me will I do. So well I know my duty to my elders.
Oh, hear all thy suitors, here I charge thee. Tell, whom thou lovest best. See thou dissemble not.
Believe me, sister, of all the men alive, I never yet beheld that special face which I could fancy more than any other.
Minion, thou liest. Is not Hortensio?
If you affect him, sister, here I swear, I'll plead for you myself, but you shall have him.
Oh, then belike you fancy riches more, and shall have Signor Grimio to keep you fair.
Is it for him you do envy me so? Nay then, you jest, and now I well perceive, you have but jested with me all this while. I prithee, sister Kate, untie my hands.
If that be jest, and all the rest was so.
Why? How now, dame? It's gross, it's insolence! Bianca, oh, stand aside. Oh, girl, she weeps! Don't ply thy needle, meddle not with her! For shame, thou helding of a devilish spirit! Why dost thou wrong her that did ne'er wrong thee? When did she cross thee with a bitter word?
Her silence flouts me, and I'll be revenged.
What? In my sight? Oh, Bianca, get thee in.
Oh, what now? Will you not suffer me? Nay, Now I see. She is your treasure. She must have a husband, and I must dance barefoot on her wedding day and foil after her lead apes in hell. Talk not to me. I will go in and sit and weep till I can find occasion of revenge.
Was ever a gentleman thus grieved as I?
Good morrow, neighbour Baptista.
Good morrow, neighbour Gremio. God save you, gentlemen.
And you, good sir, pray, have you not a daughter called Katerina, fair and virtuous?
I have a daughter, sir, called Katerina.
You're too blunt. Go to it orderly.
You wrong me, Signor Gremio, give me leave. I am a gentleman of Verona, sir, that, hearing of her beauty and her wit, her affability and bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and mild behaviour, am bold to show myself a forward guest within your house, to make mine eye the witness of that report which I so oft have heard. And, for an entrance to my entertainment, I do present you with a man of mine. And for an entrance to my entertainment, I do present you with a man of mine. I do and I. Hortensio! Gregory!
He's not in here, Lane.
Well then where is he?
I don't know.
Supposed to be there.
Yeah, come here. Oh! I do present you with a man of mine, cunning in muse. Can you go there again, please?
Oh, goodness.
Cunning in music and the mathematics to instruct. Bugger.
Ladies and gentlemen, we seem to have reached something of an impasse. As you can see, Gregory is supposed to arrive as Hortensio at this very moment, but, well, yeah, he's a bit busy. So what's going to happen now is we really need you to help us out, okay? And when I say you, I mean you. Don't look so afraid. It's fine, it's fine. Would you mind? What's your name? Man? Lucy, would you mind coming up onto the stage and help us out, Lucy? Have you ever acted? Have you acted?
Yeah, round of applause. Round of applause, yes.
I hope you will ask us wine. Well, okay. Ask me out for a drink already. Jesus Christ, we're not even on stage yet. Blimey. Right, come on up. If you just...
Lovely to meet you.
Right, so if you just stand here, Lucy, and just face forward, and you'll be playing Hortensio in this scene, so what do you mean?
Okay, so Hortensio needs the hat.
The hat.
Oh,
And anything else? That's it.
That's fine.
oh, okay, no, sorry, I got this wrong.
At this point, Hortensio is pretending to be the schoolmaster, so we need the robes. We need the robes.
Put the robes on there. Oh, we got it. Do we keep the hat on?
Yes, we keep the hat on. The hat stays on, yes.
Great. Right, George Mouth there. Hang on.
There we
Okay,
go.
continue.
Wonderful. And you're going to get the stocks, and the girls will be ready now. So we're
Looks like you, right?
Oh my God. Looks just like me.
Here we are, perfect. Right, let's go.
Wonderful weather. Having a good time? Yes, you. Please answer. Oh dear. Are we ready? Oh, yes, indeed. Cannot forget. Was ever a gentleman thus grieved as I?
good morrow, neighbour Baptista.
Good morrow, neighbour Gremio. God save you, gentlemen.
And you, good sir, pray, have you not a daughter called Katerina, fair and virtuous?
I have a daughter, sir, called Katerina.
You're too blunt. Go to it orderly.
You wrong me, Signor Gremio, give me leave. I am a gentleman of Verona, sir, that hearing of her beauty and her wit, her affability and bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and mild behaviour, am bold to show myself a forward guest within your house, to make mine eye the witness of that report which I so oft have heard. And for an entrance to my entertainment, I do present you with a man of mine. Cunning in music.
Sing, Lucy.
Cunning in music. And the mathematics.
5 times 1 is 5. 5 times...
Please. To instruct her fully in those sciences whereof I know she's not ignorant, except of him, or else you do me wrong. His name is Lucy, born in Mantua.
You are welcome, sir. And this man, for your good sakes, I will submit. Before my daughter Katerina, this I know. She is not for your turn, the more my grief.
I see you do not mean to part with her, or else you like not of my company.
You mistake me, sir. I speak but as I find. Whence are you, sir? What may I call your name?
Petruchio is my name, Antonio's son, a man well known throughout all Italy.
I know him well. You are welcome for his sake.
Saving your tail, Petruchio, pray let a poor petitioner speak to. Beccare, man, you're marvellous forward.
Pardon me, Signor Gremio, I would fain be doing.
I doubt it not, sir, but you may curse your wooing. Neighbour, this is a gift most grateful, I'm sure of it, to express the like kindness myself that have been most kindly beholding unto you than any, do present you with this young scholar, long studied at Rheims, cunning in Greek, Latin, and other languages, as the other in music and mathematics. His name is Cambio. Pray accept his service.
1,000 thanks, Senor Gremio. Welcome, good Cambio. But gentle sir, methinks you look like a stranger. May I be so bold as to know the cause of your coming?
Pardon me, sir, the boldness is mine own. That being a stranger in the city here, do make myself a suitor to your daughter, and to Bianca, fair and virtuous. Nor is your firm resolve unknown to me in the preferment of the elder sister. This liberty is all that I request, that upon knowledge of my parentage, I may have access and free favour as the rest. Towards the education of your daughters, I here bestow a simple instrument and a small packet of Greek and Latin books. If you accept them, then their worth is great.
Lucentio is your name. Of whence, I pray?
Of Pisa, sir, son to Vincentio.
A mighty man of Pisa. By report, I know him well. You are very welcome, sir. Take you the flute, and you the set of books. You shall go see your pupils presently. A round of applause for Lucy, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause. We will go walk a little in the orchard, and then to dinner. You are passing welcome, and so I pray you all to think yourselves.
Signor Baptista, my business asketh haste, and every day I cannot come to woo. You knew my father well, and in him me left solely heir to all his lands and goods, which I have bettered rather than decreased. Then tell me, if I get your daughter's love, what dowry shall I get with her to wife?
After my death, the 1/2 of my lands, and in possession 20,000 crowns.
And for that dowry, I'll assure her of her widowhood, be it that she survive me in all my lands and leases whatsoever. Let specialities be therefore drawn between us, that covenants may be kept on either hand.
Aye, when the special thing is well obtained, that is her love.
Ah.
For that is all in all.
Why, that is nothing, for I tell you, father, I am as peremptory as she, proud-minded, and where two raging fires meet together, they do consume the thing that feeds their fury. But though little fire grows great with little wind, yet extreme gusts will blow out fire and all. So I to her, and so she yields to me, for I am rough, and woo not like a babe.
Well mayest thou woo, and happy be thy speed, but be thou armed for some unhappy words.
Aye, to the proof, as mountains are for winds, that shakes not, though they blow perpetually.
How now, my friend? Why dost thou look so pale?
Oh, for fear, I promise you, if I look pale,
What, will my daughter prove a good scholar?
she'll sooner prove a soldier, sir. Iron may hold with her, but never words.
Why then thou canst not break her to the word?
Why no, but she has broke the word to me.
Now, by the world, it is a lusty wench. I love her 10 times more than e'er I did. Oh, how I long to have some chat with her.
Well, go with me and be not so discomfited. Proceed and practice with my younger daughter. She is apt to learn and thankful for good turns. Signor Gremio, will you go with me, or shall I send my daughter Kate to you?
I pray you do. I'll attend her here. And woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that she rail. Why then I'll tell her plain she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. Say that she frown. I'll say she looks as clear as morning roses newly washed with dew. Say she be mute and will not speak a word. Then I'll commend her volubility and say she uttereth piercing eloquence. If she do bid me pack, I'll give her thanks as though she bid me stay by her a week. If she deny to wed, I'll crave the day when I shall ask the banns and when be married. But here she comes. And now, Petruchio, speak! Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard? But something hard of hearing. They call me Catherine that do talk of me.
You lie, in faith, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the Curd. But Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom, Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate, for dainties are all Kates. And therefore, Kate, take this of me, Kate of my consolation, hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtue spoke of and thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belongs, myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved? In good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew at the first you were immovable.
Why, what's immovable?
A joint stool.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
Not by such a date as you with me, you mean?
Oh, alas, good Kate, I will not burden thee. For, knowing thee to be but young and light...
Oh, too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight
should buzz.
Well ta'en, and like a buzzard.
Oh, slow-winged turtle, shall a buzzard take thee?
Oh, aye, for a turtle, as he takes a buzzard.
Oh, come, you wasp of faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy is then to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool can find where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp does wear his sting? In his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours, if you talk of tails. And so farewell.
What with my tongue in your tail? Nay, come again. Good Kate, I am a gentleman.
That I'll try.
I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again.
So you may lose your arms. For if you strike me, then you are no gentleman. Why, and if no gentleman, then no arms.
Well, herald, Kate, oh, put me in thy books.
What's thy crest, a coxcomb?
A congless cock, so Kate will be my head.
No cock of mine, you crow to like a craven.
Nay, come, Kate, come, you must not look so sour.
It's my fashion when I see a crab.
Why, here's no crab, and therefore look not sour.
Oh, there is, there is.
Then show it me.
Had I a glass, I would.
What, do you mean my face?
Well aimed of such a young one.
Now, by St. George, I am too young for you.
Yet you are with it.
'Tis with cares.
I care not.
Nay, hear you, Kate, in sooth you escape not so.
I chafe you, if I tarry. Better let me go.
No, not a whit. I find you passing gentle. 'Twas told me you were rough, and coy, and sullen. And now I find report a very liar, for thou art pleasant. Gamesome, passing courteous, but slow in speech yet. Sweet as springtime flowers. Thou canst not frown. Thou canst not look askance, nor bite the lip. as angry wenches will, nor hast thou pleasure to be cross in talk, but thou with mildness entertainst thy wooers, with gentle conference, soft and affable. Why does the world report that Kate doth limp? Kate, like the hazel twig, is straight and slender, and as brown in hue as hazelnuts, and sweeter than the kernels. Oh, let me see thee walk. But thou dost not limp!
Go, fool, and whom thou keep'st command.
Oh, did ever Diane so become a grove as Kate this chamber with her princely gait? Oh, be thou Diane, and let her be Kate, and then let Kate be chaste, and Diane sportful.
Where did thou learn all this goodly speech?
'Tis extempore from my mother wit.
Ah, witty mother. Witless else her son.
Am I not wise?
Yes, keep you warm.
But marry, so I mean, sweet Catherine, in thy bed. And therefore, setting all this chat aside, thus in plain terms. Your father hath consented that you shall be my wife, your dowry agreed on, and will you, I will marry you. Now, Kate, I am a husband for your turn, for by this light, whereby I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee well, thou must be married to no man but me. For I am he born to tame you, Kate. From a wild Kate to a Kate conformable as other household Kates. Here comes your father. Never make denial. I must and will have Catherine for my wife.
Now, Signor Petruchio, how speed you my daughter?
How but well, sir. How but well. It were impossible I should speed amiss.
Why, how now, daughter Caterina?
Call you me daughter? Nay, I promise you, you have showed a tender, fatherly regard to see me wed to one half lunatic, this madcap ruffian and swearing jack that thinks with oaths to face this matter out.
Father, 'tis thus yourself and all the world that talked of her have talked amiss of her. If she be cursed, it is for policy, for she's not froward, but modest as the dove. She is not hot, but temperate as the morn. For patience, she will prove a second Grisel, and Roman Lucrece for her chastity. And to conclude, we have agreed so well together that upon Sunday is the wedding day.
I will see thee hanged on Sunday first.
Hark, Petruchio, she says she'll see thee hanged first.
Is this your speeding? Nay then, good night, our
But be patient, gentlemen. I choose her for myself. If she and I be pleased, what's that to you? Bargain twixt us twain, being alone, that she shall still be cursed in company.
You!
Oh, I tell you, it is incredible to believe how much she loves me. Oh, the kindest Kate. She hung about my neck, and kiss on kiss she vied so fast, protesting oath on oath, that in a twink she won me to her love. Oh, you are novices. 'Tis a world to see how tame when men and women are alone. A meacock wretch can make the cursed shrew. Give me the hand, Kate. We will to Venice to buy apparel against the wedding day. Provide the feast, father, and bid the guests. I will be sure my Catherine shall be fine.
I know not what to say, but give me your hands. God send you joy, 'tis a match.
Amen, say we.
We will be witnesses.
Father, and wife, and gentlemen, adieu. I will to Venice to buy rings and things and fine array. And kiss me, Kate. We will be married a Sunday.
Was ever match clapped up so suddenly?
Faith, gentlemen. Now I play the merchant's part and venture madly on this desperate mart.
'Twas a commodity lay fretting by you. 'Twill bring you gain, or perish on the seas.
The gain I seek is quiet in the match.
No doubt, but he hath not a quiet catch. But now, Baptista, to your younger daughter, now is the day we long have looked for. I am your neighbour, and was suitor first.
And I am one that love Bianca more than words can witness, or your thoughts can guess.
Youngling, thou canst not love so dear as I.
Slowpoke, thy love doth freeze.
But thine doth fry. Skipper, stand back. 'Tis age that nourisheth.
But youth in ladies' eyes that flourisheth.
Content you, gentlemen! I'll compound this strife. 'Tis deeds must win the prize, and he of both that can assure my daughter greatest dower shall have my Bianca's love. Say, Senor Gremio, what can you assure her?
First, as you know, my house within the city is richly furnished, with plate and gold, basins and ewers to lave her dainty hands, my hangings, all of Tyrian tapestry. In ivory coffers I have stuffed my crowns, in cypress chests my arras counterpoints, costly apparel, tents, canopies, fine linen, turkey cushions bossed with pearl, valance of Venice, gold in needlework, pewter and brass, and all things that belong to house and housekeeping. In my farm, I have 100 milkskin to the pail, 60 fat oxen standing in my stalls, and all things answerable to this portion. Myself am struck in years, I must confess, and if I die tomorrow, all this is hers. If whilst I live, she will be only mine.
That only came well in. Sir, list to me. I am my father's heir and only son. If I may have your daughter to my wife, I'll leave her houses 3 or 4 as good, within rich Pisa walls, as any one of old Signor Gremio has in Padua, besides 2,000 ducats by the year of fruitful land, all of which shall be her jointure. What, have I pinched you, Signor Gremio?
2,000 ducats by the year of land. My land amounts to not so much in all that she shall have. Besides an argosy that now is lying in Marcellus harbour. What? Have I choked you with an argosy?
Gremio, 'tis known my father had no less than 3 great argosies, besides 2 galleasses and 12 tight galleys. These I will assure her, and twice as much as whatever thou offerest next.
Nay, I have offered all. I have no more, and she can have no more than all I have, but if you like me, she shall have me and mine.
If you like me, she shall have me and mine. Why then, the maid is mine from all the world. By your firm promise, Gremio is outside.
I must confess, your offer is the best. And let your father make her the assurance she is your own. Else, you must pardon me, and if you should die before him, where's her dower?
That's but a cavil. He is old, I young.
And may not young men die, as well as old?
Gentlemen, I am thus resolved. Now, on Sunday next, you know, my daughter Caterina is to be married. Now, on the Sunday following shall my daughter be married to you. If you, this assurance. If not, Senor Gremio. So I take my leave, and thank you both.
Adieu, good neighbour. I fear thee not, Sidder, young gamester. Your father were a fool to give thee all, and in his waning age set foot under thy table. Tut! A toy. An old Italian fox is not so kind, my boy.
A vengeance on your crafty withered hide! Yet I have faced it with a card of 10. 'Tis in my head to do my master good. I see no reason, but supposed Lucentio must get a father called supposed Vincentio, and that's a wonder. Fathers commonly do get their children, but in this case of William, a child should get a sire, if I fail not on my cunning.
Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Give me, give me, give me a man after midnight. Take me through the darkness at the break of the day. Give me, give me, give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Give me, give me, give me a man after midnight. Take me through the darkness at the break of the day.
You are mad.
Fiddler, forbear! You go too forward, sir.
But, wrangling pedant, this is the patroness of heavenly harmony. Give me leave to a prerogative, and when in music we have spent an hour, your lecture shall have leisure for as much.
Preposterous arse. They never read so far to know the cause why music was so ordained. Was it not to refresh the mind of a man after his studies or his usual pain? Then give me leave to read philosophy. And while I pause, serving your harmony.
Sirrah, I will not bear these braves of thine.
Why, gentlemen, you do me double wrong to strive for that which resteth in my choice. I am no breaching scholar in the schools. I will not be tied to hours nor pointed times, but learn my lessons as I please myself. And to cut off all strife, here, sit we down. Take you your instruments and play you the whiles. His lesson will be done ere you have tuned.
You'll leave his lecture when I'm in tune.
That will be never. Go tune your instruments.
Where left we last?
Here, madam. Hic ibat simois, hic est sugia tellus, hic steterat priami, regia celsus senis.
Construe them.
Hic ibat, as I told you before, simois, I am Lucentio. Hic est son unto Vincentio of Pisa. Sugia tellus, disguised thus, to get your love. Hic steterat, and that Lucentio that comes a-wooing. Regia is my man Tranio, Celsa bearing my port. Senis, that we may beguile the old Gremio.
Madam, my instrument's in tune.
Let's hear. Oh, fie, the treble jars.
Spit in the hole, man, and tune again.
Now let me see if I can construe it. Hic ibat simois. I know you not. Hic est sigea tellus. I trust you not. Hic steterat priami. Take heed, he heareth not. Regia, presume not. Celsus senis, despair not.
Madam, 'tis now in tune.
All but the bass.
The bass is right. Is it the bass name that jars? How fiery and forward our pedant is. Now for my life, the knave doth court my love. Pedescule! Oh, what you better yet?
Now, Lucy, to you. Good masters, take it not unkindly, pray, that I've been thus pleasant with you both.
You may go walk and give me leave a while. My lessons make no music in 3 parts.
Are you so formal, sir? Well, I must wait. And what withal? For but I be deceived, our fine Lucy groweth amorous.
Madam, before you touch the instrument to learn the order of my fingering, you must begin with rudiments of art, to teach you to scale in the briefer sort, more pleasant, pithy, and effectual, that have been taught to me by any of my trade. And there it is in writing, fairly drawn.
Why, I'm past my scale long ago.
Yet, read the scale of Hortensio.
Scale I am, the ground of all accord. A ray, to plead Hortensio's passion. Be me, Bianca, taken for thy lord. C faut, that loves with all affection. D sol re, one cleft 2 notes of I. E la mi, show pity or I die. Call you this scale? Tut, I like it not. Old fashions please me best. I am not so nice to change true rules for odd inventions. Ah, I have to go and dress my sister's chamber up. You know, tomorrow is the wedding day. Farewell, sweet masters both. I must be gone.
Faith, mistress. Then I have no cause to stay.
But I have caused a pride to this pedant. Methinks as though he were in love. Yet if thy thoughts, Bianca, be so humble to cast thy wandering eyes on every stale, seize thee that list. If once I see thee ranging, Hortensio will be quit with thee by changing.
Is what you sell. You promised me heaven, then put me through hell. Chains of love got a hold on me. When passion's a prison, you cannot break free. Oh, oh, you're a loaded gun.
Oh, oh, you're a loaded gun.
Oh, oh, no, nowhere to run.
Oh, oh, no, nowhere to run.
No one can save you, the damage is done. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name.
Bad name.
I play my part and you play your game. You give love a bad name.
Bad name.
You give love a bad name.
This is the appointed day. That Caterina and Petruchio should be married. Yet I hear not of my son-in-law. What will be said? What mockery will it be to what the bridegroom and the priest attends to speak the ceremonial rites of marriage? And what says Lucentio to this shame of ours?
No shame but mine! I must, forsooth, be forced to give my hand opposed against my heart, and to a mad-brained ruse be full of spleen, who wooed in haste, and yet means to wed at leisure. I told you! He was a frantic fool, hiding his bitter jest and blunt behaviour. Oh, and to be noted for this merry man, he'll woo 1,000, point the day of marriage, make friends, invite the feasts, proclaim the banns, yet never means to wed where he hath wooed. And now must the whole world point at poor Catherine, and say, lo, there is mad Petruchio's wife, and it please him to come and marry her.
Good Catherine! And Baptista too? Upon my life, Petruchio means but well, whatever fortune stays him from his word. Though he be blunt, I know him passing wise. Though he be merry, yet withal he's honest.
Would Catherine had never seen him, though.
Go, girl! I cannot blame thee now to weep. For such an injury would vex a very saint. Much more shrew of thy impatient humour.
Where be these gallants? Who's at home?
You are welcome, sir.
And yet I come not well.
And yet you halt not.
Not so well apparelled as I wish you were.
Oh, were it better I should rush in thus? But where is Kate? Where is my lovely bride? How does my father? Gentles, methinks you frown, and wherefore gaze this goodly company, as if they saw some wondrous monument, some comet or unusual prodigy?
Why, sir, you know this is your wedding day. First we were sad fearing you will not come. Now sadder that you come so unprovided.
Oh.
Fie! Doth this habit shame to your estate and I saw to our solemn festival?
And tell us, what reason of import have all so long detained you from your wife and sent you hither so unlike yourself?
Tedious at word to tell, and harsh to hear. Sufficeth, I am come to keep my word, though in some part I'm enforced to digress, which, at more leisure, I will so excuse as you shall well be satisfied with all. But where is Kate? The morning wears, 'tis time we were at church.
See not your bride in these unreverent robes. Go to my chamber, put on clothes of mine.
Not I, believe me. Thus I'll visit her.
But thus, I trust, you will not marry her.
A good sooth, even thus. Before her done with words. To me she's married, not unto my clothes. Could I repair what she will wear in me, 'twere well for Kate, and better for myself. What a fool am I to chat with you, when I should bid good morrow to my bride, and seal the title with a lovely kiss. Mwah.
He have some meaning in his mad attire. We will persuade him, be it possible, to put on better ere you go to church.
I will after him and see the event of this.
Tranio!
But sir, to Bianca's love concerneth us to add her father's liking, which, to bring to pass, as I before unparted to your worship, I'm to get a man, whate'er he be, its skills not much, we'll fit him to our turn, and he shall be Vincentio of Pisa, and make assurance here in Padua of greater sums than I have promised. So shall you quietly enjoy your hope, and marry sweet Bianca with consent.
Were it not that my fellow schoolmaster Lucy doth follow no Bianca's steps so narrowly, 'twere good methinks to steal our marriage, which, once performed, let all the world say no. I'll keep mine own, despite of all the world.
That, by degrees, we mean to look into. And what's your advantage in this business? We'll overreach the slowpoke Gremio, the narrow prime father Minilla, the quaint musician amorous Lucy, all for my father's sake, Lucentio.
Signor Gremio, came you from the church?
As willingly as ere I came from school.
And is the bride and bridegroom coming home?
Oh, the bridegroom, say you? 'Tis a groom indeed, a grumbling groom, and that the girl shall find.
What, curser than she? Why, 'tis impossible.
Why, he's a devil, a very fiend.
Why, she's a devil, the devil's down.
Tart, she's a dove, a lamb, a fool to him. I'll tell you, Sir Lucentio, when the priest should ask if Caterina should be his wife, I, by Gog's wounds, quoth he, and swore so loud that all amazed the priest let fall the book. And as he stooped again to take it up, the mad-brained bridegroom took him such a cuff that down fell priest and book and priest. Now, take them up, quoth he, if any list.
What said the wench when he rose again?
Trembled and shook. For why? He stamped and swore as if the vicar meant to cozen him, but when his ceremony is done, he calls for wine. A health, quoth he, as if he'd been carousing to his mates aboard after a storm. Quaffed off the muscadel and threw the sops all in the sexton's face, having no other reason but that his beard grew thin and hungerly and seemed to ask him sops as he was drinking. This done, he took the bride about the neck and kissed her lips with such a clamorous smack that at the parting all the church did echo.
Echo?
Echo. And I, seeing this, came thence for very shame. And after me I know the rout is coming. Such a mad marriage never was before. Hark, I hear the party come.
You give love a bad name. I play my part and you play. Oh, gentlemen and friends, I thank you for your pains, and I know you have prepared great store of wedding cheer, but so it is my haste doth call me hence, and therefore here I mean to take my leave.
Is it possible that you'll wait tonight?
I must await today before night come. Or make it no wonder, if you knew my business, you would rather entreat me go than stay. But, honest company, I thank you all that have beheld me give away myself to this most patient, sweet, and virtuous wife. Dine with my father, drink a health to me, for I must hence, and here I take my leave.
Let us entreat you, stay till after dinner.
It cannot be.
Let me entreat you.
It may not be.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
Are you content to stay?
I am content you shall entreat me stay, and yet not stay, entreat me how you can.
Nay, if thou loves me, stay.
My horse!
Nay, then. Well, do what thou canst, but I will not go today. No, nor tomorrow, nor till I please myself. The door is open, sir. There lies your way. You may be jogging while your boots seem green. For me, I'll not go till I please myself. 'Tis likely you'll prove a jolly surly groom to take it to you on the first so roundly.
Oh, Kate, content thee, I prithee be not angry.
I will be angry. Do what thou canst. Quiet, father. He will stay at my leisure.
I marry, sir. Now it begins to work.
Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman may be made a fool if she have not the spirit to resist.
We shall go forward, Kate, at thy command. Obey the brides, you that attend on her. Go to the feast, revel and domineer, carouse, full measure to her maidenhead. Be mad and merry, or go hang yourselves. But for my bonny Kate, she must with me. Nay, look not big, nor stamp, nor stare, nor fret. I will be master of what is mine own. She is my goods, my chattels, my house, my household stuff, my field, my barn, my horse, my ox, my ass, my anything. And here she stands. Touch her, whoever dares. I'll bring mine action on the proudest he that stops my way in Padua. We are beset with thieves. Nay, fear not, sweet wench, they shall not touch thee, Kate. I'll buckler thee against a million.
Does that mean we're not getting any food?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit peckish.
I could do with a brew.
Right, well, now seems as good a point as any to take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be having a short 15-minute interval, but do come back and see the second half of the Taming of the Shrew. Refreshments are over there. Bathrooms are just up the hill. Please don't get the two confused. See you soon. We're not I little pots, and soon hot. My very lips might freeze to my teeth. My tongue to the roof of my mouth, my heart in my belly. Here I shall come by a fire to thaw me. But I, by blowing the fire, shall warm myself. For, considering the weather, a taller man than I will take cold. I'm a block of ice. If thou doubt it, thou mayst slide from my head to my neck with no greater run than my... Thou mayst slide from my shoulder to my heel with no greater run than my head and my neck. Well, there's fire ready, and therefore the news. First, now, the horses are tired. My master and mistress have fallen out of their saddles and into the dirt. Thereby hangs the tale. Imprimis, we came down a foul hill. My master riding behind my mistress, her horse fell and she under her horse. Thou shouldst have heard in how miry a place. How she was bemoiled. How he left her with a horse upon her. How he beat me because her horse stumbled. How she waded through the dirt to pluck him off me. How he swore. How she prayed that never prayed before. How I cried. How the horses ran away. How her bridles burst. How I lost my crupper. With many things of worthy memory which now shall die in oblivion, and thou return unexperienced to thy grave. But what talk I of this? Call forth Nathaniel Curtis! Welcome you. How now you, thus much for greeting. Let your heads be sleekly combed, your blue coats brushed, curtsy with your left leg, and presume not to touch a hair of my master's horsetail till you've kissed his hand. Are you all ready? You must make my master to countenance my mistress. Silent, my master is coming.
Come! Where be these knaves? What? No man at all to hold my stirrup, nor to take my horse? Where's Nathaniel? Curtis? Hither! Hither, you logger-headed and unpolished grooms. What? No attendance, no regard, no duty? Where is the foolish knave I sent before?
Hiya, sir.
Oh!
As foolish as I was before.
You peasant swain, you polished, unpolished groom. Did I not bid thee meet me in the park and bring along these rascal knaves with thee?
Nathaniel's coat, sir, was not fully made.
Oh.
Because his pumps were unpenked in the heel. Yet, as they are, here are they to meet you. Sir.
Go, rascals, go and fetch my supper in! Like the wall, take the sticks to the wall. Come, Kate, sit down and welcome. Sit down, please. Like you'll never get rid of your... Food? Food. Food. Food! 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 Why, when I say... No, sweet Kate, be merry. my boots, you rogues, you villains! When? Out, you rogue! You plucked my foot awry! Take that! Oh. And mend the plucking of the other! Oh, God. Oh. Ah, nay, sweet Kate, be merry. I can never get rid of your shadows, you won't not. Oh, some water here, water! Where's my spaniel, Troilus? Sirrah, get you hence and bid my cousin Ferdinand come hither. One Kate that you must kiss and be acquainted with. Where are my slippers? Or shall I have some water? Come, Kate, sit and welcome heartily. Wash. Oh! You whoreson villain! Will you let it fall?
Oh, patience, sir, it was a fault unwilling.
You whoreson villain and flabby knave! Come, Kate. Sit down. I know you have a stomach. Shall you give thanks, sweet Kate, or else shall I? What's this? Mutton.
Aye.
Who brought it?
I.
'Tis burnt, and so is all the meat. What dogs are these? Where is the rascal cook? How durst you villains bring it from the dresser and serve it thus to me that loves it not? There, take it you. Trenchers, cups and all. You heedless joltheads and unmannered slaves. What do you grumble? Away! I'll be with you straight.
Oh, I pray you, husband, be not so disquiet. That meat was well, were you so contented?
I tell thee, Kate, 'twas burnt and dried away, and I expressly am forbid to touch it, for it engenders choler, planteth anger. Better 'twere that both of us did fast, since of ourselves are choleric, than feed it on such over-roasted flesh. Be patient, tomorrow it shall be mended, and for this night we'll fast for company. Come, I'll bring thee to thy bridal chamber.
Didst you ever see the like? He kills her in her own humour, making a sermon of continency to her, in her chamber, and rails, and rates, and swears, but she, poor soul, knows not which way to stand, to look, to speak, and sits as one no risen from a dream. Away, away, my master is coming hither.
Thus have I politically begun my reign, and it is my hope to end successfully. My falcon now is sharp and passing empty, and till she stoop, she must not be full gorged, for then she never looks upon her lure. Another way I have to man my haggard, to make her come and know her keeper's call. That is, to watch her, as we watch these kites that bait and beat and will not be obedient. She ate no meat today, nor none shall eat. Last night she slept not, nor tonight she shall not. As with the meat's undeserved fault, I'll find about the making of the bed. And here I'll fling the pillow, there the bolster, this way the sheets, another way the coverlet tie, and amid this hurly I intend that all is done in reverend care of her. And to conclude, she shall watch all night, and if she chance to nod, I'll rail and brawl, and with the clamour keep her still awake. And thus I'll curb her mad and headstrong humour. He that knows how better to tame a shrew. Now let him speak. 'Tis charity to show.
Is't possible, good Lucy, that Mistress Bianca doth fancy any other but Gremio?
Sir, to satisfy you in what I have said, stand by and mark the manner of his teaching.
Mistress, profit you in what you read?
What master read you? First resolve me that.
I read that I profess the art to love.
And may you prove, sir, master of your art.
While you, sweet dear, prove mistress of my heart.
Quick, proceed as marry. Now tell me, I pray, you that dost swear at your mistress Bianca love none in the world so well as Gremio.
Oh, despiteful love! Oh, unconstant womankind! I tell you, Lucy, this is deceitful.
Mistake me no more. I am not Lucy, nor a musician as I seem to be, but one that scorned to live in this disguise. For such a one as leaves a gentleman and makes a god of such a cullion. No, sir. I am called Hortensio.
Signor Hortensio, you have often told of your entire affection for Bianca, and since mine eyes bear witness to her likeness, I will with you, if you be so contented, forswear her and her love forever.
See how they kiss in court, Senor Gremio. Here is my hand, and here I firmly vow never to woo her more, but will do forswear her as one unworthy all the former favours I have fondly flattered her withal.
And here I make the unfeigned oath never to marry her, though she would entreat. Fie, see how beastly she doth court him.
For me, that I may keep mine oath, I will be married to a wealthy widow ere 3 days pass, which have as long loved me as I have loved this proud, disdainful haggard. And so, farewell, Senor Gremio. Kindness in women, and not their beauteous looks, shall win my love. And so I take my leave, in resolution as I swore before.
And so will I.
Then we are rid of Lucy.
In vain, he'll have a lusty widow now that should be wooed and wedded in a day.
God give him joy.
Aye, and he'll tame her. He's gone into the taming school.
The taming school? Well, what, is there such a place?
I'm master, and Petruchio is the master that teacheth tricks 11 and 20 long to tame a shrew and charm her chattering tongue. Now, master, even better news. I spied an ancient angel coming down the hill. Will serve the turn a mercatant or a pedant, I know not what, but formal in apparel, in gait, in countenance, surely like a father.
And what of him, Tranio?
If he be credulous and trust my tale, I'll make him glad to see Vincentio, and give assurance to Baptista Miller as if he were the right Vincentio. Go to your love, and then let me alone.
What say you, sir?
And you? You are welcome. Travel you on far, or are you at your farthest?
Oh, well, I saw at the farthest for a week or two, but then at farther, and as far as Rome, and so to Tripoli, if God lend me life.
What countryman, I pray?
Of Mantua.
Of Mantua? Marry, God forbid! And come to Padua, careless for your life?
My life? How I pray for that goes hard.
'Tis death for anyone in Mantua to come to Padua. No, you're not the cause. Your ships are stayed at Venice, and the Duke, for private quarrel twixt your Duke and his, have published and proclaimed it openly. 'Tis marvel but that you are newly come. You might have heard it else proclaimed about.
Alas, it is worse for me than so, for I have bills for money by exchange from Florence, and must here deliver them.
Well, sir, to do you courtesy, this will I do, and this I will advise you. First, tell me, have you ever been at Pisa?
Aye, sir. Pisa have I often been. Pisa renowned for grave citizens.
Among them, know you one Vincentio?
I know him not, sir, but I have heard of him, a merchant of incomparable wealth.
He is my father, sir, and sooth to say, in countenance, somewhat doth resemble you, as much as an apple doth an oyster. To save your life in this extremity, this favour will I do you, and think it not the worst of all your fortunes that you are like to Sir Vincentio. His name and credit shall you undertake, and in my house you shall be friendly lodged. You understand me, sir? So shall you stay till you have done your business in this city. If this be courtesy, sir, accept of it.
Aye, sir, I do, and will repute you ever the patron of my life and liberty.
Then go in me to make the matter good. This, by the way, I let you understand. My father is here looked for every day to pass assurance of a dower of marriage twixt me and one of Baptista's daughters here. In all these circumstances, I'll instruct you. Go in me to clothe you as becomes you. Yes!
No, forsooth, I dare not for my life.
The more my wrong, the more his spite appears. What, did he marry me to famish me? Beggars that come unto my father's door, upon entreaty have present arms. Or else, if not, elsewhere they're met with charity. But I, who never knew how to entreat, nor never needed that I should entreat, am starved for meat. Made giddy for let of sleep, and with oaths kept brawling, and with waking fed. And that which spites me, all more than all these wants, is that he does it under name of perfect love. As who should say, if I should sleep or eat, to a present sickness or else death. I prithee, go and get me some repast. I care not what, so be it wholesome food.
Oh. What say you to a neat's foot?
'Tis passing good. I prithee, let me have it.
Oh! I fit is too choleric a meat. What say you to a fat tripe finely broiled?
I like it well. Good. Groom, you fetch it me.
I cannot tell I fit is choleric. What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?
A dish that I do love to feed upon.
Aye, but the mustard is too hot a little.
Why then the beef, and let the mustard rest.
Nay then, I shall not. You shall have the mustard, or else you get no beef of Grumio.
Or why then both, or one, or anything thou wilt.
Why then? The mustard without the beef.
Ah! Go! Thy false deluding slave that means to feed me with the very name of meat! A sorrow on thee, and all the pack of you that triumph thus on my misery!
How fares my Kate? What? Sweeting? Or the mort?
Mistress, what cheer?
Faith, as cold as can be.
Pluck up thy spirit. Look cheerfully upon me. Here, love, thou seest how diligent I am to dress thy meat myself and bring it thee. I am sure, sweet Kate, this kindness merits thanks. For not a word? Nay, that thou lovest it not. And all my pains is sorted to no proof. Here, sir, take away this dish.
I pray you let it stand.
The poorest service is repaid with thanks. And so shall mine before you touch the meat.
Aye. Thank you, sir.
Signor Petruchio, fie! You are to blame. Come, Mistress Kate, I'll bear you company.
Eat it up all, Hortensio, if thou lovest me. Not good do it into thy gentle heart. Kate, eat apace. And now, my honey love, we will return to your father's house and revel it as bravely as the best, with silken coats and caps and golden rings, with scarves and fans and farthingales and things, with scarves and fans and double change of bravery, with amber bracelets, beads, and all this knavery. What hast thou dined? The tailor stays thy leisure to deck thy body with his ruffling treasure. Come, tailor, let us see these ornaments. Lay forth the gown. What news with you, sir?
Here is the cap your worship did bespeak.
Why, this was moulded on a porringer, a velvet dish. Fie, fie, 'tis lewd and filthy. A knack, a toy, a trick, a baby's cap. Away with it, come, let me have a bigger.
I'll have no bigger. This cap doth fit the time, and gentlewomen may be hats such as these.
When you are gentle, you shall have one too, and not till then.
That'll not be in haste.
Why, sir, I trust I may have leave to speak. Speak I will. Your betters have enjoined me speak my mind, and if you cannot, 'tis best you stop your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart, concealing it, will break, and rather than it shall, I will be free, even to the utmost, as I please in words.
Why, thou sayest true. It is a paltry cap, a custom coffin, a bauble, a silken pie. I love thee well, and if thou likest it not.
Love me or love me not, I like the cap, and it I will have or I will have none.
Thy gown? Why, aye, come, tailor, let us see it. Oh, mercy God. What masking stuff is here? What's this? A sleeve, 'tis like a demi-cannon. What? Up and down carved like an apple tart. Here's nip and snip and cut and slish and slash like to a scissor in a barber's shop. What, in devil's name, tailor, callest thou this?
You bid me make it orderly and well, according to the fashion and the time.
Marry, and did. But if you be remembered, I did not bid you mar it to the time. Go, hop me over every kennel home, for you shall hop without my custom, sir. I shall none of it. Hence, make your best of it.
I never saw a better fashioned gown, more quaint, more pleasing, nor more commendable. Belike you mean to make a puppet of me.
Thou sayest true, he means to make a puppet of thee.
She says your worship means make a puppet of her.
Oh, monstrous arrogance! Thou thread, thou thimble, thou yard, 3/4, half yard, quarter, nail! Thou flea, thou knit, thou winter cricket, thou braved in mine own house with a skein of thread. Away, thou rag, thou remnant, thou quantity, or I shall so bemeet thee with thy yard as thou shalt think on prating whilst thou livest. I tell thee, that thou hast marred her gown!
Your worship is deceived. The gown was made just as my master had direction. Grumio gave me orders on how it should be done.
I gave him no order. Gave him the stuff.
But how did you desire it should be made?
Marry, sir, with a needle and thread.
But did you not request to have it cut?
Thou hast faced many things.
I have.
Face not me. Thou hast braved many men, brave not me. I will neither be faced nor braved. I tell you, sir, I bid thy master cut out the gown. I did not bid him to cut it into pieces. Ergo, thou liest.
Why, here is the note of fashion to testify.
Read it!
The note lies in his throat if it say I said so, sir.
Imprimeth a loose-bodied gown.
Master, if ever I said a loose-bodied gown, sew me in the skirts of one and beat me to death with the bottom of brown thread. I said a gown.
Proceed!
With a small compass cape.
I confess the cape.
With a trunk sleeve.
I confess 2 sleeves.
The sleeve curiously cut.
Aye, there's the villainy!
Error in the bill, sir, error in the bill. I commanded the sleeves be cut out and sewn up again, and that I'll prove upon thee. Though thy little finger be armed by a thimble.
This is true that I say, and had thee in place that thou should know it.
I'm for thee straight. Take down the bill, give me thy meat yard, and spread over
God of mercy, Grumio! Then he shall have no odds.
Well, sir, in brief, the gown is not for me.
Oh, you're in the right, sir. 'Tis for thy mistress.
Oh, you! Hortensio, say thou wilt see the tailor paid. Be, gone with it, and say no more.
Tailor, I will pay thee for thy gown tomorrow. Take no unkindness of his hasty words. Away, I say. Commend me to thy master.
Come.
Kate. You will return to your fathers. Even in these honest mean habiliments, our purses shall be proud, our garments poor. For 'tis the mind that makes the body rich, and as the sun breaks through the darkest clouds, so honour peereth in the meanest habit. What, is the jay more precious than the lark because his feathers are more beautiful? Or is the adder better than the eel because his painted skin contents the eye? Oh no, sweet Kate, neither art thou the worse for this poor furniture and mean array. If thou countest it shame, lay it on me, and therefore frolic. We will henceforth with, and feast and sport as at thy father's house. Go, call my men. We will hence straight to him, and bring my horses until Long Lane End. Thither we will mount, and thither walk on foot. Let's see, it is now some 7 o'clock, and well we may come there by dinner time.
I dare assure you, sir, it's almost 2. It will be supper time ere you come there.
It shall be 7 ere I go to horse. Look what I speak, or do, or think to do. You are still crossing it. Sir, let it alone. I will not go today. And ere I do, it shall be what o'clock? I say it is! My son, this gallant will command the sun.
Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Sir, this is the house. Please, it's you that I call.
Aye, sir, what else? And, but I be deceived, Signor Baptista may remember me near 20 years ago in Genoa, where we were both lodgers at the Pegasus.
'Tis well, and hold your own in any case, with such austerity as longeth to a farmer.
I warrant you.
Baptista! Baptista!
Are you sure this is his house?
Baptista, is this your house? Here he is. Set your countenance. Signor Baptista, you are happily met. I pray you stand good father to me now. Give me Bianca for my patrimony.
Soft! Son! Sir, by your leave. Having come to Padua to gather in some debts, my son Lucentio made me acquainted with the weighty cause of love between your daughter and himself, and for the great report I hear of you, and for the love you gaineth for your daughter, and she to him, to stay him not too long, myself am content in a good father's care to have him matched. And, if you please alike no worse than I, me see you find ready and willing with one consent to have her so bestowed, for curious I cannot be with you, Signor Baptista, of whom I hear so well. Sir! Pardon me in what I have to say. Your plainness and your shortness please me well. Right true it is your son Lucentio here doth love my daughter, and she loveth him, or both dissemble deeply their affections. And therefore, if you say no more than this, and like a father you will deal with him, and offer my daughter sufficient dower, the match is made and all is done. Your son shall have my daughter with consent.
I thank you, sir. Where then do you know best we be affied, and such assurance taken, as shall with either part's agreement stand?
Not in my house, Lucentio, for you know, old Gremio is hearkening still, and happily we might be interrupted.
Then at my house, an it like you, there doth my father lie, and there this night will pass the business privately and well. Send for your daughter.
It likes me well, and I will straightway hie me home, and bid Bianca make her ready straight. Come on, in God's name! Once more toward our fathers. Oh, Lord, how bright and goodly shines the moon!
is not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know it is the sun that shines so bright.
Now by my mother's son, and that's myself, it shall be moon or star or what I list, or ere I journey to our father's house. Nothing but crossed and cross circles or horses back again. Evermore crossed and crossed, nothing but cross.
Say as he says, or we shall never go.
Forward, I pray, since we've come so far. Be it moon, or sun, or what you please. Henceforth, if you should call it a rush candle, henceforth I vow it shall be so for me.
I say it is the moon.
Then I know it is the moon.
No, then you lie, it is the blessed sun.
Then God be blessed, it is the blessed sun! But sun it's not when you say it's not. The moon changes even as your mind, and what you will have it named, even that it is. It shall be so for me.
Petruchio, go thy ways, the field is won.
Well, forward, forward. Thus the bowl should run, and not unluckily against the bias. But what company is coming here? Good morrow, gentle mistress. Where away? Tell me, Kate, and tell me truly too, hast thou beheld a fresher gentlewoman? Such war of white and red within her cheeks. What stars do spangle heaven with such beauty as those two eyes become that heavenly face? Fair lovely maid, once more, good day to thee. Oh, Kate, embrace her for her beauty's sake.
It'll make a man mad to make a woman of him.
Young, budding, virgin, fair and fresh and sweet, whither is thy abode or whence away? Happy are the parents of so fair a child, and happily still the man whose favourable stars aloft thee visit.
So right, how now, Kate, I hope thou'rt not mad. This is a man.
Ah,
Old, faded, wrinkled, withered, and not a maiden, as thou say he is.
oh, well, pardon, dear father, my mistaking eyes, that so bedazzled by the sun, that everything seemeth green. Now I perceive thou art a reverend father. And pardon me, dear father, for my mad mistaking.
Do, good old grandsire, and withal make known which way thou travellest, if along with us, we will be joyful of thy company.
Fair sir, and you, my merry mistress.
Fair.
But with your strange encounter which amazed me, my name is called Vincentio, my dwelling Pisa, and bound am I to Padua there to visit a son of mine, which long I have not seen.
What is his name?
Lucentio, gentle sir.
Happily met, but the happier for thy son. And now by law, as well as reverend age, I may entitle thee my loving father. The sister to my wife, this gentlewoman, thy son by this hath married. Make it no wonder, nor be not grieved. She is of good esteem, her dowry wealthy, and of worthy birth. Beside, as qualified as best meseem the spouse of any noble gentleman. Let me embrace with old Vincentio, and wonder we to see thy honest son, who will of thy arrival be full joyous.
But is it true, or else is it your pleasure, like pleasant travellers, to break a jest upon the company you overtake?
Come, go along and see the truth hereof, for our first merriment hath made thee jealous.
Well, Petruchio, thou hast put me in mind. Half to my widow, and if she be froward, then hast thou taught Hortensio to be untoward.
Sir, here's the door, this is Lucentio's house. Our father's bears more toward the marketplace. Thither must I, and here I take my leave.
Oh, you must not choose but drink before you go. I think I shall command your welcome here, and by all likelihood, some cheers toward.
Husband, let's retire to see my father once again.
But first, kiss me, Kate, and then we will.
What, in the midst of the street?
What, art thou ashamed?
No, God forbid. But ashamed to kiss.
Nay then, we will home again. Come, sweeting, let's away.
Oh, nay then! I will kiss you. I will give thee a kiss. I pray thee, love, stay.
Is not this well? Come, sweet Kate, let's away. Better once than never, for never too late. What's he that knocks as he would beat down the gate?
Signor Lucentio within, sir.
He's within, sir, but not to be spoken withal.
What a man bring £100 or two to make merry withal.
Keep your £100 to yourself, sir. He shall need none so long as I live.
I pray you, sir, tell Signor Lucentio that his father is come from Pisa and is at the door to speak with him.
Thou liest. His father has come to Padua and is here at the door speaking with you.
Art thou his father?
Aye, sir. So his mother says, if I may believe her.
Oh, why, how now, gentlemen? Why, this is flat knavery. To take upon you another man's name!
Don't lay out on the villain!
Today a jolly good fair night, today a jolly good fair night, today a jolly good fair night. And so say all of us. I've seen them at the church together. God send them good shipping. But who is it? My old master Vincentio. Now we are undone and brought to nothing.
Come hither, Kraken!
Hope I may choose, sir.
Come hither, you rogue! What, have you forgot me?
Forgot you? No, I could not forget you, for I have never seen you before in all my life.
Oh, villain, what, didst thou never see thy master's father, Vincentio?
Yes, marry, sir. See where he stands before you.
Oh, it's so indeed!
Help! Help! Here's a madman will murder me!
Help, Signor Baptista!
What are you, sir, to offer to beat me badly?
What am I, sir? Nay, what are you, sir? Oh, immortal gods! Oh, fine villain! A silken doublet? I am undone. Oh, I am undone! Whilst I play the good husband at home, my son and my servant spend all at the university.
Oh, now, what's the matter?
What? Is the man lunatic?
Sir, you seem a sober ancient gentleman by your habit, but your words show you a madman. Why, sir, what concerns it you if I wear pearl and gold? I thank my good father I am able to maintain it.
Thy father? Oh, villain, he's a sailmaker in Bergamo. You mistake me, sir!
Now tell me, what do you think is his name?
His name? As if I knew not his name. I brought him up ever since you were 3 years old, and his name is Tranio.
Away, away, mad ass! His name is Lucentio, and he is mine only son, and heir to the lands of me, Signor Vincentio.
Lucentio? He hath murdered his master. Lay hands on him, I charge you in the Duke's name. Oh, my son! My son! Tell me, thou villain, where is my son Lucentio?
Call forth an officer to have this madman carried to the jail!
Carry me to the jail!
Away to jail with this dotard!
Oh, the strangers may be hailed and abused. Oh, wretched villain!
Oh, we are spoiled, and yonder he is. Deny him, forswear him, or else we are all undone.
Pardon, dear father.
Lives my sweet son.
How hast thou offended? Where is Lucentio?
Here is Lucentio, the right son unto the right Vincentio. Love wrought these miracles. Bianca's love made me exchange my state with Tranio. While he did bear my countenance in town, what Tranio did, myself enforced him to. Then pardon him, dear father, for my sake.
Ah, slit the villain's nose that would have sent me to the jail.
What? Is this not my cambio?
Cambio is changed unto Lucentio, who hath by marriage marriage made thy daughter mine, while counterfeit supposites bleared thine eyes.
Fear not, Baptista. We will content you go too, but I will in.
Do you hear,
To be
sir?
revenged for this villainy.
Pardon, dear father.
Have you married my daughter without asking my goodwill? I will away. To sound the depths of this knavery!
At last, no long, our jarring notes agree, and time has come when raging war is done, to smile at scapes and perils overblown. Then, this banquet is to close our stomachs up after our great good cheer. Then, sit we down, for now we sit and chat as well as eat.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
Padua affords his kindness, good Petruchio.
Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
For both our sakes, I would that word were true.
Now, for my life, Hortensio fears his widow.
Then never trust me if she be afeard.
You are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round.
Roundly replied,
How likes my father these quick-witted folks?
Aye, they buck together well.
Here, Simetranio, this bird you aimed at, though you hit her not. Therefore, a health to all that shot and missed.
Oh, sir, Lucentio slipped me like his greyhound, which runs and catches for his master.
Ah.
'Tis well, sir, that you hunted for yourself. 'Tis thought your dearness hold you at a bay.
Oh, Petruchio, Tranio hits you now.
Confess, he've hit you here.
He's a little galled me, I confess. But as the jest did glance away from me, 'tis 10 to 1 it maimed you two outright.
In good sadness, good Petruchio, I think thou as the veriest shrew of all.
Well, I say no. And therefore, Sir Assurance, let's each one send unto his wife, and he whose wife is most obedient to come at first when he doth call for her, shall win the wager which we shall propose.
Content! What is the wager?
20 crowns.
20 crowns. I'll venture so much on my hawk or hound, but 20 times so much upon my wife.
100 then.
All content!
A match, 'tis done. Who shall begin?
That will I. Tranio, go bid my mistress come to me. I go.
Son, I'll be your half, Bianca Coles.
I'll have no heart. I'll bear it all myself. How now? What news?
Sir, my mistress sends you word that she is busy and she cannot come.
How? She's busy and she cannot come. Is that an answer?
Aye, and a kind one, too. I pray you, sir, your wife send you not a worse.
I hope a better.
I will go and have a few words with her.
Sir Tranio, go and entreat my wife to come to me forthwith.
Oh, entreat her. Nay then, she must needs come.
Oh, do what you can, Signor Petruchio. Yours will not be entreated. Now, where's my wife?
She says you have a goodly jest in hand. She will not come. She bids you come to her.
Though worse and worse, she will not come. Oh, vile, intolerable, not to be endured. Simetranio, go to your mistress. Say I command her come to me.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
Fouler fortune mine, and there an end.
By my halidom, here comes Katharina.
What is your will, sir, that you did send for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensia's wife?
They sit conferring by the parlour fire.
Aye, there's a wonder, if you talk of a wonder.
And so it is. I wonder what it bodes.
Marry. Peace it bodes. And love. And quiet life. And awful rule and right supremacy. But to be short, what not but sweet and happy.
Thou fair before thee, good Petruchio. The wager thou hast won.
Nay, I will win my wager better yet, and show more sign of her obedience, her new built virtue and obedience. Catherine, that cap becomes you not. Off with it, throw it underfoot.
Catherine, I charge thee, tell these headstrong women what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Fine. Fine. Unknit those threatening unkind brows, and dart not scornful glances to woo thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frost do bite meat, confounds thy fame as whirlwinds shake fair buds, and is in no sense meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty, and while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, one who cares for thee, one who, for thy maintenance, commits his body to painful labour both by sea and land, to watch the night in storms and days in cold, whilst thou liest warm at home, safe and secure. And he craves no other tribute at thy hand but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. Such duty as a subject oweth the prince, even such a woman oweth to her husband. And when she is froward, peevish, sullen, and sour, what is she but this foul, contending rebel and graceless traitor to her loving lord? I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war where we should kneel for peace, or seek for rule, supremacy, or sway, when we are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth and unapt to toil and trouble in this world, but that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with these external parts? Come. Come! You froward and unable worms! My mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart as great, my reason, haply more to reason, to value word for word and frown for frown. But now I see our lances are but straws, our strength is weak. Our weakness past compared, seeming to be most, that which we indeed least are. Then veil your stomachs. It's no boot. And place your hand below your husband's foot, in token of which duty, if he please. My hand is ready. May it do him ease.
Now there's a wench. Come. 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 And kiss me, Kate. 'Twas I won the wager. Though you hit the white. And being a winner, God give you good night.
Molly?
I told you we should have done the Merry Wives of Windsor.
Scandals
Lord of Misrule, what is it we need to do?
I don't know, I don't fancy this anymore, you take it.
What? Last. Right, you lot, I'm in charge. Gregory, you're responsible for getting the chairs in. Ava, you're getting the costumes. Molly, the props. Lane, you're on litter duty. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to dash the brace go to the back and we've made a terrible mess. But thank you so much for coming to our festival. We hope you enjoy the show and we'll see you next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching, and please take part in the poll so you can influence the next show. And of course, if you can afford to support our work, then the link to the GoFundMe page is in the description below or above. Have fun and stay safe until the next show. Thank you.